Hello and welcome to Jurassic Nick. In this episode I'm going to be showing you all the hidden planes and 16 other secrets in PTFS. So I hope you enjoy. Number 1. Derek's Creation. This can be found at Greater Rockford. You're going to want to spawn at Greater Rockford International. Grab a plane. You can use any plane. I use the Diamond DA50 and I use it in the green livery because it's a very nice livery. And then you can do a realistic or short takeoff as you see I do. It really doesn't matter. And you're going to want to head over to the island next to Waterloo, kind of like straight on. You see I point it out on my mini-map now. You'll just want to go straight towards that island. And you can see I'm approaching it now. You don't have to do a realistic landing with these, it really doesn't matter what plane or what landing you use. I do a semi-realistic landing, I guess. I start with a smooth approach, but then I just jump out midway. You see what I mean now. And then I just jump out right about now. Then you're going to want to head into the barn. Inside you'll find only a single spawner. You're going to want to go into that spawner. And you'll find Derek's Creation. It's the only thing you can spawn. But also the only place you can spawn at. Then you can get in and yeah, start taking off out of it. It's a very simplistic plane. It's not got many controls. As you can see now, it's got no flaps, no gear, nothing special. It's very basic. And also, it needs a model update. But since it's a hidden plane, it's not that important. The cockpit's also made by bonus. Then you can just fly it to where you want. Has a maximum speed of 150 knots, unless you nosedive down. So if you want to get it somewhere to fly around, it takes a while. As you can see now, I'm just doing some stunts with it. Anything too crazy. A little bit of a landing, not really proper. Number 2, the second hidden plane, Caproni Steeper. For this you're going to want to go to Orenji. And then you're going to want to go to Tokyo International. Here you can go to any gate, it doesn't matter. Once again, spawn any plane. I spawn a seaplane, but it really doesn't matter. A seaplane would help if you do have the pass, but it doesn't really make much difference. Then just take off. And do not do the takeoff I did, because it's a bit time wasting. Yeah, I might accidentally, whoopsies, smack myself on the pole. You just gotta basically turn your engine down, or screw, and then you can dive down a little bit to get out. Also, I didn't know that the jetways you could just fly through them. I thought they were static, an object that you'd hit. You're going to want to fly over across this little town village to these rocks on the edge of the cliff, right next to the bridge. You can see it on my mini-map. And then this is why a seaplane might help a little bit, because you can land on the water, but you could just land right on the land above it. And then make your way over to this section of the rocks. You can see I'm pointing out a bit with my cursor. As you'll probably see a tiny little cave as we approach. Then you can jump out and climb up. You're going to want to go into the cave where you'll find a spawner. It's also the only spawner. And you can only spawn the Capri Steeper. Then you can pop in. It's very simplistic and also needs a model update. There's also not many controls, no gear, no flaps, nothing else special. And then take off. It's a short runway, but luckily the little bump at the end helps you take off instantly afterwards. A fun fact, unlike Derek's creations, it's actually based off a real plane. Once again, this also has a max speed of 150 knots, so it's not very fast. So if you want to fly anywhere, you have to take a very long time. If you look to my right, or where I was just staring, you may or may not have seen an F-14, which is trying to fold its wings to fit through, and it just respawned. But that was a funny thing. Number 3, the third hidden plane, the UFO. For this, you're going to want to go to St. Barthélemy, and then, well, St. Barthélemy is the only airport. Spawn any plane. I decided to spawn the Cirrus Vision. You can also do, once again, a realistic or realistic ticket. You're basically going to want to make your way straight, like say the way not just straight down. Until you go down here, you can see a and you'll see it's broken down airfield. You just want to want to land here. Park the plane and head into the rusty old hangar, where you'll find a spawner right in the corner. It's the only spawner and also the only place where you can spawn a UFO. You're going to want to get in and get out, which even after like 6, maybe even 7 years of playing the game, I still struggle to do. Which is weird because I'm not, I'm fine with flying helicopters, but not with the UFO. By the way, in case you didn't really understand, the UFO basically works exactly like a helicopter. So, if you want to get it anywhere, it's basically the same as getting a helicopter anywhere. It's a little bit of a pain. You can just fly it around and mess about with it, trick some people, make them think you're hacking because it's a plane that they can't find, and then just plop it down. Number 4, the secret lab. You're going to want to go to Isolani for this one, and you can go anywhere, but I go for the road base because it's probably the closest place. You can spawn a car or a plane. I decided to spawn a car, just because I felt like it. It's so close. Then you're basically just going to drive, you can see it on the map there, directions, to the big mountain right in the centre. Be careful to not stall your car like I did if you go on too steep of a cliff. Then you're going to want to go towards this little rock formation here. And park your car. Or plane if you're flying a plane, obviously. And then make your way up these rocks. You don't have to take the same path I did, you could just go like down this bit, or it doesn't matter, as long as you go to this bit in the rocks, go through here, and you'll get into this little cavern. You just want to carry on going down. It might look like you might not be able to go through at some points, but trust me, at all points you will be able to go through, until you find the rusty doors. Or you'll get to the secret cave. It appears that they're trying to clone Orange. I believe that's who it is. Number 5, John Cena. This you're going to want to spawn Tokyo International or Anchi, and you have to go to gate 9. You'll see this tree and a door. You're going to want to go into the door. It's the only door you can go in, and you should find John Cena. Number 6, Dude. For this you're going to want to go to Grindavik and then Grindavik. If you look in the minimap I'm pointing it out, you're going to want to go to the docks. Behind these little things. Then you're going to find this door. And if you go through, you should find Dude. For the next one, you're going to want to continue from where you were. Head over to Grindavik International. To find Sir Crimson Claw, which is number 7. So now you're at Grindavik International. You can steal some random person's plane like I did, or just spawn your own one. I think you should steal some random plane because it's a lot funner than spawning your own one. And then just follow my directions. You're gonna make your way over to this island. You could have just respawned and gone to Travel Sea Base, but it's funner to steal someone's plane. Then you're going to want to go to this little rock formation, just, perfectly land the plane. And pop over the rocks into this, almost like a pool, I guess, and go down. You should find a little like red coloured area, and you're going to want to put in this code 186356 and then press enter, and you should be let through it like this. Then you're going to want to go all the way down until you get to Circums and Claw. Number 8, the old lighthouse. You're going to want to go back into the plane you stole, or being steal, and you're going to want to fly straight to the lighthouse. Then go and find this little guy, or old guy. Number 9, the crashed Cessna. Now most of you probably know about this, but you've got to go to Perth and then Lukla. I would say it's the most known secret in PTFS. Maybe there's one other. No, I would say it's the most known. Then you're going to want to go all the way to the end of the runway until you get down here to the rocks, and you'll find the crashed Cessna. I believe it's the Cessna Skyline. Number 10, the crashed fighter. Gonna want to go to Cyprus, and then Larnaca, and then you can spawn whatever you want, but I spawned the A6M0, you'll see why. And then you can just take off and head towards the mountain. And in the mountain you should find the crashed plane. I chose the A6M0 because it is identical to the crashed plane, or crashed fighter. And there goes my plane. Oh, oopsie doo. Goodbye. Oh, I just saved the house. Number 11, crashed UFO. For this you're going to want to go to Greater Rockford International and then Baltic Airfield. Spawn any plane, I decided to spawn the MiG-15. So it's a very nice plane, got a model update relatively recently. And then you're just going to want to fly towards this mountain, not this mountain, the bigger mountain, this mountain here. And in between, you should find a little like crevice here, where you'll find the crashed UFO, which is different to the UFO that you can fly. Number 12, Derek. For this, you're going to want to get back in your plane and fly towards this bridge. And then jump out of your plane and find Derek. And you can speak to him. Number 13, the missile silo. For this, you're going to want to go to St. Barthélemy, and then, well, St. Barthélemy is the only airport. I decided to spawn the Cirrus Vision jet again. And then this time you want to go in the opposite direction. Well, don't do this. And we're just going to want to fly right over here to the end of the island. And just press a landing plane, or realistically land. Head into this tunnel, run halfway down the tunnel. I mean, you can't really miss it. Find the screen door. To get in, you're going to want to go sideways, like that. Turn left. Go all the way down. Or halfway, actually halfway down, sorry. Put in the code 545-684-237785 and then press enter. And once again, you should just be let in. This is very mysterious because, like, who is the red person? What's the red door? What's the grey door? And why is there a missile silo here? If you click the red button, it does nothing. Number 14, sus. For this, you're going to want to go to Scapelos. Grab any plane. I used the P-51 Mustang, which really, and I mean really, needs a model update. And then basically just fly with this rock formation over here. And then go over here. You should find the staircase right by the tree. The tree's a bit of a marker. And there's a sign. It says sus. And then you'll find all these Among Us people. And orange. 15. Sam's shack. Gonna want to go to Airbase Gary in Greater Rockford. Grab any plane and just get a random plane, which turns out to be the F4 Phantom. And I do a random livery, which is the German livery. I do it the most realistic thing I've ever seen. It's so realistic. Straight off the taxi. I kind of decided to do a little bit of flying around before I go to Sam's shack.